The most extraordinary cruises of 2027 won't be defined by where you go, but when you arrive. Savvy travelers plan around nature's peak moments, turning good trips into once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Cruising the seasons, how timing transforms ordinary voyages into unforgettable ones. Seasonal cruising is about syncing your trip with natural phenomena, cultural celebrations, or wildlife events you can't see any other time. In 2027, cruise lines are timing their itineraries for cherry blossoms, autumn color, aurora peaks, harvests, and more. Prioritize the when over the where, and everything changes. Seasonal cruising approach. Ask not where, but when is this place at its best? Venice in winter mist, Caribbean during mango season. Same ports, different magic. 4 dimensions: natural phenomena, blossoms, foliage, northern lights, desert blooms. Wildlife cycles, whale routes, bird migrations, Galapagos hatching. Harvest seasons, wine, olives, tropical fruits. Cultural festivals, Matsuri in Japan, religious fests in the Mediterranean. Lunar New Year. Some practical upsides to that. Shoulder season value, softer crowds, better light for photography, and a deeper local engagement. Let's talk about some of the seasonal opportunities in 2027. In the spring, you've got cherry blossoms blooming in Japan from late March to early April. Think overnights in Kyoto or Tokyo for illuminated viewing of the cherry blossoms. The Adriatic and Greek Isles, think about April. Wildflowers across the ruins, soft light, Atamaca desert bloom in certain years. Expedition sailings poised to pounce if the conditions align. Alaska and the Pacific Northwest, think about May. Birthing season, specialist guides on board, things like that. Summer and Celestia. Arctic midnight sun from June to July, 24-hour wildlife watching. Solstice rites with indigenous hosts. There's going to be a partial solar eclipse in the middle of July in 2027, best seen in Northern Europe. If you're an astronomer, make sure you get on board for that optimized positioning. Mediterranean solstice festivals, small ship access to local rites. Japan's summer, Missouri. Festival-focused routes with insider access. Autumn harvest and color. New England, Canada, think late September to mid-October. Color tracking departures from north to south. France and Portugal harvest, September and October. Vineyard access and traditions. Mediterranean olive harvest, late October, with estate visits and presses. Migrations. Monarchs in Mexico, birds across the Med, coastal whales. Now the winter wonders. Northern lights peak from January to March of 2027. Some of the expeditions are optimizing your aurora viewing possibilities. Antarctica, December to February. Penguins hatched, whales, seals, all that wonderful, unique wildlife. Caribbean festivals in early 2027. Small ship, cultural focus. Lunar New Year, January of 2027. Multi-country, celebratory arcs across Asia. Your booking timeline. For cherry blossoms and aurora, you want to lock those in 18 to 24 months out. So if you're going to go in the spring of 2027, you're already late. Get to book it. For the fall foliage, that opens 14 to 16 months out. Hold some refundable spots on multiple dates, then refine based on what the forecasts are looking like. Your festival cruises. For Asian festivals, you want to book them 15 to 18 months before. For Mediterranean festivals, you want to book them 8 to 10 months before. Your ship selection. For phenomenon viewing, observation lounges, heated outdoor decks, glass ceiling. For harvest, festival, depth, you want small ships with insider access. For photography, stable platforms, clear sight lines, and flexible port timing. Your spring and fall comfort, weather-protected viewing areas are pretty much mandatory. For expert access, choose sailings with relevant specialists on board. Botanists, astronomers, marine biologists, cultural historians, plus seasoned local guides. Bonus if pre-voyage briefings, reading lists, and themed workshops are included. So why does it all matter? Northern Lights curtains, blossom blankets, mass migrations, precisely timed encounters become trip-defining memories. You're aligning with nature's cycles and living culture, not just passing through. Reflection comes naturally, and so do friendships with fellow travelers there for the same rare moment. So if you want 2027 at its most extraordinary, plan for the moment, not just the map. Join our Facebook group where we talk about seasonal calendars, expert Q&As, and alerts on some limited inventory sales. All you got to do is comment groups in the comments, and I'll send you the link. Let's time your voyage to perfection. Until next time, happy cruising.